Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm LeonardCPG, and this time I'm doing an impressions video on Fall of Porcupine, The Last Days of Summer. Now this is a very wholesome game with an excellent presentation that I really enjoyed. Now at the beginning of the game you are simply a pigeon. You play as a pigeon that goes into a rural village, a rural city, in I would assume it'd be in the United States, and there you help out the citizens. Now, this is a very exploration, kind of low-key, smooth game. And when you play a doctor and you are just a young doctor at a hospital, an old hospital that apparently has fallen down a bit in the opinions of the residents, but you get to do some cool stuff. For once, you can operate through a segment that you have to coordinate several buttons, which is a bit complicated to do because sometimes when you're in control, you're pressing the buttons in a certain way, and it asks you to, switch the control buttons in a certain way. So it's not always easy going. Sometimes you really have to, manage yourself a little bit. Then you also do diagnosis. These are found really interesting puzzles because you get several hints after, you have to combine different symbols in different ways. You have a few tries. After a few tries, you have to succeed. So it's not exactly, medicine jargon that it's in there. It's just symbols that you have to organize. And I found that very interesting, very pleasant to play. One thing I was surprised that you also get into bar fights. There was a small part where you were helping out your friend, which is a lamb, and he gets into a bar fight with a drunk, and you actually have to have this, a counter attack, and most like Street Fighter, not exactly like Street Fighter, of course, but it's a little allude to that. But you get to do that. But for the most part, the really interesting part is the exploration. You get to go around everything, go around the hospital, around town, around the several locations you have. There's little hints. Sometimes the dialogues, so like a bus stop that talks to you, or a sign that greets you for having the time to read it and all that. And it's just really pleasant to watch and pleasant to play. Really low-key, slow experience with a very cool, a very chill, even very autumn vibe, which is fitting for this time. The only reason I did stop playing it is because at a certain point the game just crashed, and it crashed twice on the same spot. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. If you have the time, just give it a try and see if it fits you. If it does, I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a great game, guys.